What's goody, everybody? It's full-time Triple. We're back in the building for another video on the channel. Hope you guys have been doing well. Hope you guys have been chilling, having a good time, enjoying all the football that's been going on since the start of the season. Of course, I have finally finished episode 7 and 8 of Arsenal All or Nothing. So we're just, giving our thoughts on those final episodes and the finale, so to speak. We kind of already knew the outcomes, but just some of the back, behind the scenes type of things. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that notification bell. Stay locked in with the channel. There's a lot more content coming. Got potential video essay, possibly FIFA content's coming. When it drops, sometime next month, like September 23rd, I think. And of course, we're gonna keep rolling with all the football content on the channel here. But let's talk about Arsenal All or Nothing. These last two episodes. Let's start with episode 7. So we kind of started out, kind of sitting down, having a conversation about Arsenal's identity. Just how we celebrated in certain moments, how we were together in certain moments, and just again, it just speaks to what Arteta does, man. Like everything Arteta wants to do is just really in sync with what I think the club should be, man. Victory through harmony, man. That's the thing. And he shows it, like, showing the clips of them celebrating together, trying to avoid a little red cards and stuff, giving Xhaka a little, a little rib. But that mentality and that what he wants to, again, transmit to the players, us being together, that's our identity, our style of play is being together, playing together, one unit. That is, so it's such a good thing to see, honestly. And again, it just, I don't know, a lot of this stuff, this series has proven to me that Mikel really is that man that represents what we should be. And again, tactically, there's gonna be days where he doesn't get it right. Other days he's probably gonna be not the greatest. But honestly, I feel like he embodies from a cultural standpoint what I think this club should be, how it should behave, how it should be, again, executed to a certain degree, and the identity and mentality that we should have on the pitch and off. Like it to me, we're on that track, and Mikel, again, he's a catalyst for all that. So big ups to him. Moving to the Palace game, man. I don't want to talk about Palace, man. I really don't want to talk about Palace. We got ran down, bro. I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but what I will say, what I got from that game is a couple of things. First and foremost, listen, whether he has the captain's armband or not, it's pretty apparent at this point that Chaka's he's the captain of the team, man. He's leading the team in some way, shape, or form. I know this season he doesn't have the captain's armband, but he was the first person to speak when they got in the locker room at halftime. He said, listen, hey, wasn't good enough, man. We keep losing the ball. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he led that conversation before Mikel even walked in the door. They listened to him. They looked to him. So whether, you feel one way about Xhaka or not, I know I feel one way. My personal stance, I can say it again. I feel like we need, to keep moving and upgrading. And I feel like Xhaka does have a certain ceiling when it comes to, athletic ability and certain playing aspects. But from a mentality standpoint, I can't knock that he is, again, shown leadership qualities throughout this series. And again, it probably has extended past that a little bit. But, the team looks to him. The team looks to him, and he has to be in and around it, for us to be, at the highest level that we want to be. At least in this moment, until we can find another leader who can step up and, do that. But for right now, Xhaka seems like that guy. And, from a mentality standpoint, from a keeping the boys tight knit together and on their game, I'm more than fine with him being that person. That's just me personally, man. He showed it. He proves it. With the things that he says, the things that he does throughout this series, and just outside the pitch. And again, just from last video, it just solidifies my respect I got for the dude. So yeah, that's that. And the second thing is that, listen, we can often dissociate, again, players getting money each week to play football and how much they actually care about the job. I know there's other factors to job satisfaction, and a lot of people should know there's other factors to job satisfaction than just money. There's just, there's a lot of different, task significance and all that, whatever. You can get into, the more technical stuff, but there's more layers to it, man. You got to actually really like what you do and like how you're performing, and to a certain extent, if you're in that line of work, you want to be the best. You want to drive to be the best. So when we go through games like Palace, it hurt, man. It hurt. You could see it from the players, how they were. And then that conversation after, when Mikel was talking to Vinay and all them people like that. And he was just like, yeah, man, the boys were hurt. Boys were down. Like, that was a huge knock to them, because they thought they could do it. and then as soon as they saw the game was like out of their hands and slipping, they got knocked. So it's again good to get that refresher that these are real people, man. These are real people, and they want to win. Not just the real people that are just human and stuff like that. They want to win. They want to win. They're echoing throughout this entire series all the things that we were saying in those moments, and they want it just as bad as we do. So at least to cut them a little bit of slack. I understand there's an element of ruthlessness when it comes to athletic ability and playing it within the system and getting the best players for the best roles, but at least Arteta has cultivated, or at least the players have brought out, or a mix of the two, that they care. They care. They're pro footballs, but they care because they want to be at the club. They want to see the club get to that next level and succeed. So that was nice to see. There was also Eddie calling out Sambi. Sambi was just like, at first, they said he was coming in, he was smiling, and he wasn't because he wasn't getting really much play time. But he was like, listen, bro, I'm not getting no play time either, bro. But it's like you still gotta, have your chin up. So I liked how Eddie pulled him, kind of pulled him aside and saying still telling him to basically still, again, be happy, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're not getting the most of play time, because the moments will come. And they said that again in another point in that episode. The moment will come where you need to be ready. It's gonna be your time to shine and contribute. So that was really, really good to see. There was that. What's it called? Also, where is Arteta getting these light bulbs from? Where is he getting these props, man? Is there like a prop store in North London? He just like start pulling stuff out. Is there a back closet in his office that he just like has all these random props across the season? Or he just gets a wild ass idea and just heads down to a store and he just like gets all this random stuff for it. I don't know what superstores in the UK, bro. It's not as, I think that's a purely grocery. I could be wrong, but anyways, somebody gotta stop this man, bro. That really might be cutting into our budget. We might need to chill out on that, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bring light bulbs every time we have a pro club session from now on, bro. I'm about to put on the camera and say, listen, this guy, we need the energy right here. We need to be a lighter right there, bro. I'm gonna get roasted, but still, aiming. It's for the team. It's for the team morale. It's for the team morale. But kind of pushing forward. Brighton game, absolute trash. There was something after the Brighton game, actually. Again, talking about us echoing, or the players and the staff and Mikel are echoing the things that we say as fans. After that Brighton game, he was in that session talking about there's something missing for that game. There was something missing inside of us to pick up the game, to pick up the result, get up off our ass and actually win and change the tide. And he said it starts in training. And I personally fully agree. He was like, yo, you need to be intentional with everything that you do. And in order for that to translate on the pitch, it starts when you train. It starts, at the beginning, building those habits, building that, the fighting spirit, building everything you need to come back against the team when the going gets tough. Like, I 100% agree. And it was just nice to hear that echo again, like, yo, something's missing here. Something's not right. We got to figure it out. It's up to the players to really bring that out of them and be intentional with everything, starting from training, starting from whatever. You know what I mean? So there's that. This was a nice moment though. That kid Teddy, the kid Teddy who like wrote a letter to Saka because other people were being like racist to him, of course, during the Euros and whatnot. This show, I'm saying, a lot of the kids are all right. A lot of the kids would be all right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was very nice of that little boy, man. He was dope. He was such a sweet little kid. But why did Saka ask if we gonna make top 4, bro? I'm looking at it. You know that thing, the Interstellar thing, bro, when he's like looking in the past. He's like, no. I wish I could go in that moment and tell him, don't ask that question to him, bro. You're gonna break his heart, bro. He just wanted ice cream. He wasn't coming for all these top 4 predictions and stuff, bro. Just leave him alone. Leave him be on that. But otherwise, that was a nice touching moment though. On to episode 8. And episode 8, earlier in the episode, it started with the bust up situation with Cedric and Lacazette. And they was starting to get into it. He was like, speak normally, bro. And Lacazette had him by the throat a little bit. And they was like, yo, clear it up. But they patched it up that day. And it was interesting to me because like, I don't think any of that got leaked. I don't think any of that information ever got leaked until we first saw that. That was like the only time or the first time we've ever heard of that. And it's interesting to see how things in the past, like bust ups and all stuff like that, got leaked and who left. You know what I'm saying? Certain people who left and, they were rooted out. And now there's no news coming in and out of the camp like that. That's kind of crazy to me. But it is what it is, man. Also, kind of just looking throughout the whole series, Arteta loses his voice a lot, bro. You can feel the passion in this man, bro. He's willing to like let his vocal cords go to waste, bro. He is literally dropping pile drivers on his entire vocal system. Like I feel bad for him. I feel bad for his vocal cords, his esophagus, all that stuff sometimes. Because my boy, damn near every game, he be losing it. He be losing it, bro. But it's just the passion, man. It's the passion, and he's want to make things crystal clear, bro. There was really like just interesting stuff, man. Just how amped he is, man. Just how amped Arteta is as a manager that you don't see outside of it because he's trying to be, calculated and stuff like that there. But, except in moments when he scores. But you see it. You see how, again, enthusiastic he is about certain things, man. Like in the West Ham game they showed footage of and how he was on Nuno Tavares' ass halftime. He was right. And he's like, you want to play in the Champions League? He was in his face. He was dogging him. He's like, you want to be in the Champions League? And then right after, he was like, yeah, no, I gave him shit. And he came good. He came good. But you can feel it, bro. You can feel it in every word. He wants to succeed. He wants the club to succeed. He wants every player to be the best they can be. So I don't know, man. I think it might be, a little bit worth, losing his voice every now and again. Speaking on the North London Forever song for a little bit. Now, me first, I'll be honest. I was like, it's cool. I mean, everybody gonna think it's like a knockoff, You Never Walk Alone, but everybody got some type of chant like that, I guess. But in the context of where we're heading, in terms of a club, in terms of us being united again as a fan base, getting close to, not Manchester, not Man U, but together as a fan base. I feel like it's a really good touch, and I feel like that only boosted that, at that point last season. Like I know it really, really picked up this season, 100%. But I feel like this is something that's needed. We need those types of things. I know people be like, oh yeah, it's corny, it's inconsequential, it don't really matter, but it adds up. When you're in stadiums or you in bars, you're with your other people, your other Arsenal fans and stuff like that. That builds team spirit. That really like, we're all together in this whole. We want to be back at the top level, and it just shows, man. Hey, listen, we're turning into a force again as a fan base slowly. In terms of support, in terms of bigging up our players. You saw it, prime example, bigging up Saliba when he scored that own goal versus Leicester at home the other day. You can just see how the fan base is starting to turn, and we're getting durable. We're getting, again, just tight knit. We're getting tight knit in terms of support, and it's a beautiful thing to see. In that North London Forever song, again, just helps in that effort. So I don't mind it. I actually think it's cool. So you know what? In hindsight, I'm with it. I'm really with it. Now let's talk about the downfall of the season. Starting with Tottenham away. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the game, but it's just like in the past, we've had those moments where we are close to something, where we are one step away, literally in a final, in a certain point gap, we are ahead at a certain point, and it just crumbles. We just crumble, man. And just, I don't know if it's bad luck. I don't know if it's, we don't got that DNA in us yet, or it's still growing, but it's not to the point that we want it. But it just always kills us, man. That hope that kills us every time. That Tottenham game was BS, bro. I don't know how it was a penalty on Sun. That was stupid. It's stupid, man. But that game definitely knocked our confidence. I feel like that was a definite down spiral from the end. After that, we had, Newcastle, and Newcastle was just potentially even worse, honestly. Without the red card, we were just dead. We were just dead up and down, man. But that rant at the end, bro, he was like, listen, we're not going to do anything like this, man. Like, it's too late. It's too late. All the yells and cries is too late. And I feel like in those moments, it's hard to, again, like he even said, it's hard to articulate certain things like that. But it hurt, bro. It hurt. Of course, we won the last game to Everton, and the series finished out. It sucks. It sucks. But I really hope we take this season, that last season, take that sting, and I hope he holds that up damn near like every week. I hope he puts that in the players' heads, like, hey, listen, we were there, and it hurts. It sucks. We got that close without a striker, without another striker, without certain things. We got close, but we lost. We fell short of that goal, and I hope that sits with the team, especially with the current crop of players. I hope it sits with them. It sits with the manager, because that's going to be that catalyst. This is a young squad. We have to be honest with ourselves here. This is still a young squad. This is a squad that's going to grow together with some of the experienced players, especially with that young core. The mistakes are going to be made. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily they need to make them, but it's going to be key for our growth. We're going to make mistakes. We're young. You know, I've accepted the fact that we battled top four, unfortunately, because of certain decisions that were made, and it's just the team didn't gel yet. You know what I'm saying? There were still spots in our performance, there were spots in our form, and that cost us, which is it sucks. But in the grand scheme of things, if that season happened just for us to go put that chip on our shoulder and go win the league and go start killing teams and get back to the level where we can compete against a Liverpool, a City, compete in the Champions League, run for titles, run for cups, if that season was there to serve as the catalyst for that, I'm fine. I will take that in the grand scheme of what we're trying to do. That project, that getting back to the highest level, that 3 to 5 year type of plan, I would take that. I would take that just to justify that it was the catalyst to shoot us to the next level. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. It's an interesting look back at last season, but the word I can give, I can encapsulate it into one word: progress. It is progress. It sucked to not get top four, but if you look at previous years, look at the team that started like 2018, 19, but we had Guendouzi, Mustafi, Kolasinac, you know what I'm saying? So many different people that were starting. The team was not good. It was not good. It was desolate. To go from where we went, to go from that, to start morphing our team into someone that people consider, some people are considering us the challenge for the league. And I'm like, whoa, slow down there, Buckaroo. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know about that. But to have those talks even sprout back up, that shows that we've made progress. The players, progress in terms of quality, bringing in new players, bringing in a young core, albeit there's some adjustments that we still have to make in terms of players to make that squad perfect. But that last season was progress. It was foundation. It was, showing that, again, we can actually make things happen from a terrible start, 3 straight defeats at the start of the league. We can make something happen. We can go on a run. It showed progress in the fact that we're still not perfect. There's still going to be ups and downs. We bottled top four, and that's an obvious fact, of course. But we were there as a young core. These experienced teams were below us. There was a bunch of teams that could have been in the running that were below us that couldn't touch us on our best day last year. And the fact that we're building towards more of that now, it just shows that we're well on our way. We're well on our way, and I believe that we're going to get there. I believe Arteta's going to get there. I believe these players with a few more is going to get there. I feel like the support of the fans, we're going to get there. It's going to take time still, of course, but we're getting stronger. We will get there, man. It's just the goal, man. Right now, Champions League football, top four. Champions League football, top four, and hopefully a cup on the side. That will be an ideal season for me. But we're going to get there. That's my final thought. This season, looking back at this season's all or nothing from last year, it hurt, it stung, but it gave me hope to know that we are, we tripped a little bit last season, but we're dusting ourselves off and we're walking in the right direction. All right, that's all I got for this video today. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below, how did you enjoy the last 2 episodes of Arsenal All or Nothing? What you take from it? What are some of your, biggest piece of information? How do you feel about the ending, the entire series as a whole, and how we're faring this season? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, we're going to be kept up with all the new content in terms of football, in terms of FIFA, in terms of all this stuff, man. Of course, mainly all things Arsenal, so we're going to keep it that way. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video.